I'm in here with my boo, my little sister, the one who I am. It's like picking up where we last left off. I mean, just before
Really, it really does feel like that.
It's every single time I'm here with you, Camila. It's I mean, I don't know. It's another smile. It's another chill time, and now it's all about a little bit closer to this album. You're holding on to this body of work. When are we gonna? No, I don't want to start with that because we're gonna build to that. But let's talk about Havana. Yeah, let's talk about this addition to the storytelling process and what this song is to you. What does it mean for you? What's going on with you and the love for this record?
I mean, I've been up since like 6 a.m.
Okay.
I'm like still going because I'm like, I want to kill for this song. Like, I'm so proud of it. And I'm so, it's such a big part of me. And it started off as just like a title in my phone. Just
really?
On the notes of my phone because I've like had a list of titles for my album. And Havana was one of them. And it was the hardest song to write.
Wow.
It was like the verse was rewritten 5 different times.
And why was it so difficult? What was it about this particular story that just you wanted to make sure was so perfect?
We had the chorus first. And the chorus was like, it felt so good. And the verse was like, it took a while for it to just feel really good.
How it had to be.
Yeah, exactly. And so it took the most time. This song, the chorus, we started in January.
Holy crap.
It's September.
Dude, yeah. Oh my God. You know what? That's really crazy to me just to know and us as fans to know how much goes into and when, and I feel a little, guilty of doing this sometimes. That's why I don't want to rush the process and say, when are you going to give us this? Because it is a matter of you telling the perfect story and making it feel right for you. That there's a collection of songs that take this long. And
for sure.
How, from the songwriter's perspective, how important is it for you to make sure that it is just right? I mean, not only because you want to give the best work to your fans, but just you want to do what's right in your heart.
No, exactly. I literally can't live any other way. Like I was just doing another interview and this guy was like, I always ask artists, if you could go back and rewrite a song or whatever, change something
lyric
in it.
Or something.
And I'm like, I haven't felt that way about one yet because I always want to make sure that I don't. That's why I take my time. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you always feel when something is wrong or when it could have been better. And that's the worst feeling. You know what I mean?
When it's right and you know that you put out exactly what your heart is feeling, that's why, and we've talked about this before, that's why us as fans connect to the music so passionately. And that's why, we are there cheering and waiting outside of buildings for you and, and hoping to capture that moment to Snapchat a photograph or whatever it is. How much do the fans mean to you? I know it's a question that seems rather obvious, but we talked about it a couple times, but really, what does that mean? Because you take the time to spend every little bit that you have, even when you're dead tired. How much does that mean to you to have them there to support you?
I mean, I love them. I feel like you can just sense when somebody really cares about you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You just sense that in just how they look at you. And I sense that from them. Yeah. And I'm besides being a Pisces, I'm just a human. And we all have, I'm super sensitive but besides that, I feel like all of us as humans just want to feel loved and accepted for who we are. You know what I mean? And I feel so lucky to have a lot of people in my life that are like that with me, like the ones that are standing outside this building right now. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And they wait for, like, I hang out with some of my fans in Miami sometimes, like at the airport. Well, all the time.
Yeah.
And so I was just talking to them about the Today Show, and I was like, oh my God, I really want you guys to come to the Today Show. And it's literally all of them, like, they're flying to be here for the Today Show. And it's just like, and they do that because I was like, man, I really want you guys to come. And they, stay at like friends' houses here. And it's like, they really, really care about me, and that's just a beautiful feeling. And I think that's also where it comes from, of me wanting to give them the best that I can.
Yes. You don't want to half-step it when you know that there are people that are willing to travel the globe.
Yeah,
it's amazing, that you could pop up in Japan and see that friend of yours that has become a friend that started off as a fan from Brooklyn, holding a sign to welcome you there. Like,
exactly. And then you're going to go so hard for that show. Even if you're tired, you're going to be like, this person
Havana. Oh, yeah. You do. Yeah, you want to turn the hell up. That's one of the things that since day motherfucking one, that's how it's always always been with you and all the girls. I mean, it's just
Thank
you
you.
have always had that heart and that drive to succeed. And
Thank you.
I don't know if anyone really truly understands. There is so much energy in this pint-sized body of yours, girl.
Aw.
You keep on going. I mean, damn. I want to talk about some of this fashionista stuff that you have popping off.
Ooh.
When you see yourself, you know what I'm saying, on these ginormous billboards with these iconic brands.
So cool.
Yes, tell me. Come on. What does it feel like?
It's crazy because I was so not that girl growing up.
Were you growing up like just the sweats and kick it and, you know what I'm saying, PE
Not
clothes every
even,
single day?
I was the girl, like, you know, the girl in the yearbook that was like, and all the pictures, like, that was me.
Time out for a second. You do realize we got cameras rolling in here.
Yeah,
you
that's
just
okay.
created a meme. You just created a
But
meme.
they literally, there's so much, there's
so
worse
many.
stuff.
There's
worse
so
stuff
many
out there. That's nothing.
But yeah, to really, I mean, to blossom into, you know, a fashion icon. What is that like? What does that feel like?
Wow, thanks. I wouldn't say icon.
Well, it's the beginning stages of it, love. Come on, let's keep it real.
Thanks. It feels great. I mean, I feel like for me, it's super simple when it comes to fashion. It's just like if I like something and if I feel like it's different and if it expresses, you know, some part of who I am and what my personality is like, then I go for it. And for me, I'm not really like I'm not super knowledgeable with brands or whatever, just to be honest. But I felt like just in the simplest of terms, we just
it clicked.
Yeah,
it worked.
Exactly.
It feels
it's
like
the same wavelength. It's the same wavelength.
So, and just before we press, record here, you're talking Barcelona in just a little bit to go and be a part of some of this kind of stuff. To travel the globe and to be able to not only play your music and to now branch out into this other extension of the Camila brand. What's that mean to you to be able to just share who you are on such a massive stage and platform?
It's amazing. And I feel like I'm getting to do that so much this year, which is why it's so rewarding. Especially with Havana and me showing my culture, my background, me as a songwriter, me as a musician, like all of that stuff is so satisfying because I feel like at this point, I was talking about this earlier today too, like I feel like at this point, I'm not really I'm not afraid to just like open myself up and be like, guys,
I think,
this
is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Because I felt like, this is my first time getting to really do that. And even though I've been singing, I've been doing it publicly for a really long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I'm just ready to share that with people now. And especially like, I'm so proud to also represent like Latinos too. And in all of it. It's awesome.
Well, I mean, cool. that's what we call growth. And you're doing it and walking in such a beautiful direction. And
thank you.
To know that this is what the album is going to represent. I don't want to say rush it, but it's gonna happen when it's right. We're gonna get that date when it's meant to be, and when it's there, it's about to be one of those like, yep. Let me go ahead and just see that little iTunes #1. Let me see this platinum flag. I know, just because it is you, and we know that that's where it comes from. I'm gonna throw out some fan questions. All right.
Hell yeah.
Talking about the hurting, the healing, the loving, and hold on, let me get here to some of the fans who want to know. Well, this one is from @SwiftsGames on Twitter. What's inspired you to become a singer?
What's inspired me to become a singer? Well, I loved music. Like I needed music growing up.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It was like, and I feel like I have this in common with some people in my family. Like my grandma and my dad are always like that too. Like we just, on my off time, what do I want to do? I want to listen to music. And I've always been like that since I was little. Going home from school, what do I want to do is sing karaoke for fun. Yeah. Not even post it. Like I just want to do it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so I can't even explain why, but it's just always been like that for me. And I think that it's like that for people in different ways, if that makes sense. For example, my mom like loves music, but she doesn't need music all the time, if that makes sense. I'm sure you like.
I love music, but I don't need it all the time. There's times where I don't.
I thought that you would like need it all the time.
I don't need it all the time. Well, I mean, I get it in doses. I love it.
Right.
There's sometimes I'm not even gonna front where I'd much rather have a chicken nugget and you can turn off the radio.
You said chicken nugget.
I'm serious.
So random.
But I'm saying, you know what I mean? So that's my
nugget.
personality. It is one of those things. I thrive off of it. I do, but there are times where, you know, aside from the music, I love to know the people who create the music more so.
Of course.
That's another part of that's dope.
Of course.
All right, this comes from Adoring Cabello off of Twitter.
Hi.
And what's been the highlight of your solo career so far? Like, what are you looking forward to the most?
The highlight of my solo career so far, okay, right now, it's definitely Havana.
Yeah.
It's definitely people resonating and connecting with that song.
Song is a bop, dude. I swear, it slaps so hard.
Thanks.
We got somebody sneezing in the room.
Bless
See,
you.
she even knows. You got people turning you. You know what I'm saying? Emily behind the camera sneezing. But this song it knocks so damn hard. It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
All right, let me throw one more at you, okay? And this one is from at Cabello only _. And we've talked about the Twitter names before, and everybody weaving your name in and out of it. That is so dope. I want somebody one day to just throw like a Max Fan 35, you know, _XXO.
I'm gonna create that account right now.
All right. Yeah, you heard it. Anyway, here's a question here. This music video, Havana. Are we almost there?
We are almost there.
Yeah.
I promise y'all.
That's all. That's all we want to give away. We don't want to do any hints, spoilers, or anything. Just wanting to know, is the visual coming together to the way that you feel super confident that, like the song, it's the right thing?
For sure. It's definitely not what you expect. It's not going to be like a normal music video.
Word.
Yeah.
Word. Okay, next time you need somebody to play that little, you know, cute African-American male lead role. You know what I'm saying?
I hit you right up.
You lie. Yo, everything that you do, so extremely proud. Whether it's we're hanging out, drinking giant milkshakes for a birthday, you know what I mean? Fun. We're, you know, taking a nap here in our green room at the studio, or we're sitting here chatting about the fact that it's not only music, it's fashion, it's your true heart showing through so many different mediums. You will be forever a friend, and I can't thank you enough for just creating just everything you do from the depths of your heart and being willing to go there, dude. It means the world to me. Seriously.
Maxwell, that just made my entire, I don't even know how to process that because it was so nice. Thank you so much.
I don't know any different, and we've chatted.
Thank you so much. You're also a friend for life. I mean it.
We got you, girlfriend. So Havana, again, it's a bop. Every time I play the song on Z, it's like the most requested. It's the biggest. It's #1. You see the tweets, girl. We got you. Whatever you need, open door policy.
Thank you. You're the best. Seriously.
Likewise.